Hi, Tarot Tours. This is Shay. How you doing today? Don't mind me. I am here to talk about what I've been doing for the past couple months, what I've used, and my favorites, and that kind of thing. I have been really busy. I have had some issues with work, and it's just been kind of drama. But I wanted to talk about what decks I have been using for the past couple months and what decks I plan to use for the next month and what I'm using for this month. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, to start off with, the end of September and early October, I was using this deck. And I really love this deck. And I used the Oracle Companion to go with it. And that was, of course, the Everyday Witch. It's one of my favorites, and I etched it. Kind of, that's the coffee stain that it's got character, right? Yeah, character. But I love this deck. It's one of my favorites, definitely. And the Companion Oracle, of course. It's upside down. Not that you can tell on the backside. Yeah, but it's a really pretty deck. Really enjoyed it. And I used it for partially October because of the witchiness of it. And, it's just a witchy deck. And I wanted to use it for October. But beyond that, I used it for half of October. And then the second half, I used a different deck. I got this one about a month ago. And I really wanted to use it for the month of October. So I bought it. And it's a beautiful deck. And that is, the Mansions Tarot. The Dark Mansions Tarot, I should say. And it's got that rose petal finish. It's gilded in that kind of antique gold. I got the brown backs. I like those backs. This appealed to me more. And it does have that soft, just kind of luscious feel. But they're very hard to shuffle, and they're hard to use because of that. So you can do it ruffle shuffle. Rifle shuffling is very difficult with these. So I try to do it overhand. And it's a little hard because they stick to one another. But I used them for 2 good weeks, and they're so pretty. And I just love these cards. I love the kind of Victorian feel, the steampunky feel of them. I should get the Steampunk Tarot too, and also, I like Tim Burton. It does have that Tim Burton vibe. They're just so good. I love these cards, but I do wish that this had a guidebook, or just something, because I just like to know what the artist is thinking with these. Because they're just so freaking awesome. And I just like to know what their opinions on it, what their take was, and why they chose this particular image for this particular card, it would have been nice to know. And with that, I use the, dang it, it's over there. Hold on one second. I use the antique. Crap, it's not over here. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, sorry about that. The Vintage Wisdom Oracle. And I used this for 1 week. And I was bad, y'all. I really, really wanted. But I'll talk about that in a minute. But I bought something else to use it with. But I do love this deck. I have used this deck for many different readings, and to pair with many different tarot decks. It's just really got that vintagey feel, and I just thought it would go with the Dark Mansions fairly well, and it did. It really nice with the Dark Mansions tarot. But I was bad, and I bought myself the Halloween Oracle. Now, I know we're not in the Halloween season anymore, but I really wanted to use this for that week, and so I bought it. And this is the only deck that I have bought in the past 2 months, which is like unusual for me. And it's a great oracle. I do plan on cutting it. I just haven't got a chance to because I bought it like at the last minute, right before Halloween. So I just have not had a chance to trim it down because it still has the borders, and I do plan on cutting it and trimming it down. Those are the backs. Of course, you guys know. I'm sure you guys seen this before. And this deck is really cool. And I'm really glad I got it. And I can use it a lot. Besides just for Halloween. Especially if I'm in that kind of vibe, you know. And I'm excited to use this for next year. And yes, I got weak and I used it for Halloween and I bought it. I was trying to be really good and not buy any decks for a couple months. And I was good. 1 oracle in 2 months. Not bad. I do say so myself. But beyond that, after that, once November hit, I started using my current favorite, and that is the Enchanted Forest. Now, I've been using this for the past 2 weeks. Where is it? There it is. And I really love this deck. I love it. It's one of my favorites. It is one of my favorites. And I etched it in dark green. And it turned out really well. I mean, I think it goes really well. Oh, of course, my hand's in the way. But those are the backs. And I did a walkthrough of this deck. I love that card. That card's cool. And I can, if I remember, I will link it below. I think I saw the back already. But this is just, I love this. This deck. I just connect with it so well. And I was excited to use it with an oracle that I had just bought. And I'll link that walkthrough as well. And that is the Mists of Avalon oracle. And I'll show that in a second. But this is the Enchanted Forest. I know a lot of people have it and have filmed it. But this is like my favorite Hierophant ever. Love that card. The Devil. Liar. It's called the Liar. This one. That's the Enchanter, which is the Magician. I used these today. I went to Tarot Circle and used this deck. And as soon as you know, they have different words for the suits, but it's you just know. It's easy to tell. And it's nice. It's a beautiful deck. I really connect with it really well. Favorite. One of my favorites. Okay. The oracle that I have been using with it is the Mists of Avalon oracle. And I did a walkthrough with this, and I will link it below. And these are backs. It's a beautiful deck. Really love this deck. And it just goes so well with the Enchanted Forest. When I first saw this deck, I was like, oh yeah, they do go. And I just love it. So pretty. And this is from Rockpool. Yeah, Rockpool. Rockpool, yeah. You can get it on the Rockpool website. Just Google it. But it's the Mists of Avalon oracle. Nope, that one. Okay. What I have been taking to work. Oops, sorry, baby. My cat's right here and I bumped her in the head. Sorry, baby. I've taken this deck to work, and I've really enjoyed using it at work. But then I brought it home and said, oh, I'm going to cut it because I really want to trim this deck. And I will. I'll get there. But I have really enjoyed using this in the past few weeks at work. This is the Sun and Moon Oracle. I guess I should show you the box, huh? Yeah. And that's the Sun and Moon Oracle. I just, when I did my collection, I started looking at the cards again. I'm like, I'm going to use this. So I took it to work, and there's the backs. And I just, God, this deck is really easy to read. I really enjoy this deck. So I used it at work for 2 weeks, and then I decided, okay, I'm going to take it home, and I'm trimming it. And I'm going to do that in the next few days. I hope. We'll see. I hope to. And I don't know what I'm going to edge it with yet. I'm definitely going to trim it. I just think these pictures, these images will pop more once I trim it down. This is a really good deck. I really do enjoy this deck. It's one of those decks that surprise you, and it's a very good deck for beginners. I'll set that over here. Okay, now that is what the decks I have used for the past month and a half. I haven't really done much else. I haven't had a chance. Like I said, I've been crazy busy. The only other thing that's new in my metaphysical world is I got 2 new crystals and I dropped them on the floor. And these I got in one of my boxes, and it's called Picture Quartz. And this one is really rough. It doesn't have anything, but this one is like rough on one side and clear on the other. Let's see. Comma. It's not going to do it. But you can see through it and see the other side. It's like I don't know, like a snowball or something, or a snow globe. That's what I want to say now, snowball. But they're just really pretty. I just love the colors. And that's the only new crystal that I have in the past month. Yeah, I haven't been buying stuff. I've been good. Shocker. But another thing, I have some decks that I haven't opened yet. I know I'm bad. I'm sorry. I have a bin of decks. That's why I've been telling myself, don't buy any new decks until you open those. And these are 2 that I'm going to open. And I'm going to open them here on my channel. And so when I'm done with the Enchanted Forest, and I'm going to do a walkthrough of these, I'm going to use them. And the first one is the Moonchild Tarot, which is new, and I know other people have had it. But I figured this would be a good one for the end of November, beginning of December. So I'm going to use this one for that. And to go with it, I got Queen of the Moon Oracle by Whirlpool. So I figured they'd be a good matchup. And that's the plan, anyways. And I plan on opening these both on this channel, and so you guys can see those when I open them. And after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just don't know. You guys have any suggestions after that? Maybe I'll see. I just don't know. I know what I'm gonna use for New Year's, and that was the Grand Lux Tarot by Cyril Marchetti, but I don't know what deck to use for Christmas, for Yule. And if you guys have any ideas for that, let me know, because I don't think we have Christmas decks out there, do we? I don't know. What's a good Christmas deck, y'all? Let me know. Tell me down below, because I am unsure. I might just be using something that I always use, or I might be continuing the Moonchild. I just don't know. Or back to the Enchanted Forest, which I love. Maybe I'll be doing that for Christmas too, so we'll see. But anyways, that is it. That's all I've been really up to. I haven't been able to handle too much more. like I said, work's been crazy. Life's been crazy. I got plans in motion for a new project, trying to get that off the ground, and we'll see how that turns out, and I'll tell you guys more about it later. I'm hoping to go to the Tarot Symposium in March, but we shall see. It depends on money and time, if I can get it off. Well, that helps, right? But beyond that, that's all. That's all I got going on, and I wish you all the best. You guys have a great Thanksgiving if I don't see you before then, and y'all take care. Bye now.